Welcome to my very professionally recorded video on my phone in front of evidence that looks shockingly like alcoholism but isn't. I am going to start cleaning out the office because I want an office. So, the problem with that is last time it was actually clean was probably 2014, 2015. So, yeah. This will be fun. Opening the door was a challenge last time. And I'm very curious if opening the door is going to be a challenge this time. We're going to find out. This is the office door. It's about as far as it'll open right now. You can see the beginnings of the problem. Yeah. The office. So the first step's gonna be taking my little pen here, my little notebook that's out there, and figuring out a plan of attack, because I get overwhelmed easily by things that have lots of steps. Plus it's not just the boxes you couldn't really see. There's trash there too, but that's not that much different than taking out the boxes. The big one is the reason the office hasn't been clean since 2014 is we had kittens. And we kind of just decided, well, we don't want to use the good vacuum to clean everything up in there. Yeah. That was a choice that we made in this house. But, yeah. So at that point, it'll be vacuum, and at some point, it'll have to be carpet cleaned, because kittens. And I can't say I'm looking forward to the process, but I'm looking forward to having an office that I can close the door on. It'll be primo. So, yeah, let's get to planning. So, for whatever it's worth, there is something resembling a plan here. See, office clean. In case I forgot what this diagram of the only room in the house that looks like this might be. And I know this seems like it might be overkill. It's not a huge room, but it is a very intensely messy room. And I'll be doing it mostly by myself. You know, I may be able to enlist help here and there, but I'm not counting on it. So I have divided it into sections, beginning with very tiny sections, because that opening is going to be rough, and it's important to make sure we do that in a good order. We start here. I can open the door and just make enough room that I can actually maybe stand inside of the office, because that's the level of mess we're dealing with. And then I can make room for the door to open the rest of the way, and that should actually make life a lot easier. And then it got a little tricky. I didn't know if I wanted to just tackle it from here out or here, but right here roughly is a stack of cardboard that nearly touches the ceiling. And I worry about that stack of cardboard all the time. Anytime anyone tries to open the door or put anything inside of it. Because, yeah, we're still throwing all of our cardboard in there. So I figured I would do that, and that would also uncover the printer, which I'll show you in a minute. And then I'll start working in little sections. It's actually a lot easier once you can get the door open. I've already cleared out enough space back here to get around, barely. The really fun one is going to be the dog treadmill, which lives right about here and takes up the middle of the floor. Dog treadmill and like a giant dog bed that my dogs hate and don't use and is enormous. But yeah, you know, big stuff aside, it's fairly easy. Once you get here, you have a little room to actually maneuver. I think there's some boxes of books. Since my roommate and I are both authors, we have books that we take to conventions in like these big Sterlite containers. So those will have to be handled. But then it's basically, oh, that's not the right page. It's basically just moving in swaths, especially right here, should be fairly easy, because a lot of it's under the desk. We didn't stack anything like on top of the computers. At least if we did, it wasn't on purpose, so it wouldn't be a lot of stuff. Just maybe a couple boxes that might have slipped off the side. But then as you start to get back toward these windows back here, things get bad. Hence why I called it the danger zone. Because not only are there lots of like dead plants back there, there's also lots of broken glass from picture frames which need to be taken care of. And then I thought I was done, and I remembered, oh shit, the closet. Oh shit, the closet. Because part of how I made this pathway that's here in front of the bookcase was by putting everything in the closet. Yeah. So there's like 2 vacuums and 3 printers and like 2 computer towers and several pieces of luggage just kind of jammed in there. The door doesn't really close on the closet. I'll have to look at that when there's more like time to maybe function as a human being in there. But yeah, there are challenges here, especially here, but I think I can tackle this. And if we turn the page, this is what the room basically looks like when it's relatively clean. You can see we do have, oh shit, the closet still, but hopefully it'll be workable. There's that light that's going to have to be changed out. I'm not trying to flip you off, I promise. This is the giant printer I was talking about. Here's the door, obviously. There's a filing cabinet here, which actually has important information in it, which is even more reason to clean this place out. And there's actually a desktop set up here with a little office chair. It has north and east facing windows, so it's not like a bad space at all. And then this bookcase really is quite large and quite full of books already. Yeah, at that point then it will be, there's a lot of carpet like right along here. If I can get the pen to work. It's kind of torn up by just a lot of dog traffic over the years. And then the cats were mostly kind of back in this area. So there's quite a lot of litter. I think I've cleaned up any litter adjacent items, we'll say, already the last time I cleaned the office a little bit. But yeah, there's still quite a lot of litter, and the carpet definitely needs to be cleaned. We have a carpet cleaner, which will make things much easier. But yeah. And then at some point, I'll make sort of a design plan to actually have the office be a nice space to work with. But that's going to be a little ways out. I'm imagining the process is going to take, given that I'm still doing my actual paid work, 2 weeks to get to a point where I can probably vacuum and carpet clean a little bit. Yeah. Wish me luck. For the time being, though, this is the plan we're going to follow. Well, this is not the plan. So we want the plan to get to. This is the plan we're going to follow. My beautiful, single color, everything on top of each other plan. But, yeah. That's what I got for now. So yeah, I'm probably going to try to tackle at least that first little section right there between the desk and the door so I can actually get in today. If I do, there'll be a little bit tacked on the end of this where you can see just the difference. It's not going to be huge, but it'll be something. It'll be a bunch of cardboard that lives in the back of my car until I can make it to the recycling bins. But yeah. Like I said, I mostly am doing this for entirely selfish reasons. I would like an office where I can close the door and go away and disappear while I work from time to time. Right now, this bedroom is my office. Camera angles, it's a bed. It's just a bedroom. So when I need to disappear and work, this is the only place I have, and I just would rather have, like, a place. There's some other little things that I know I'm going to have to do. I'll have to fix the office chair in there, because it is super wobbly. And I am not a small man. But, yeah, it's the cardboard and the trash, and then the carpet are the three biggest things. So everything in the office is the biggest part of the job. Go figure. Yeah, so I will attempt to clean. If I don't clean, I'll clean later. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's progress. I wanted to have a spot where I could stand with my feet on the actual floor. And I've done that. So first step is accomplished. I would have cleaned out a little more of this area, but it is trash, 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 and we have 2 garbage cans outside and they're already full. And garbage pickup's not until Friday. But also, you know, there's no real place to put this bookcase yet, or these CDs that we're holding on to. But yeah. So that's kind of the update for today. I'm not really going to do any more work in the office today. I have to get back to my, hey, I want to get paid work. I did want to show you what I was talking about with the dogs. Right along here, this goes to both sides of this door. There is this damage where there's just no carpet. Carpet's all gone. It's not tacked down to anything anymore. So that's not super ultra mega high on my list right now, but it is something I'll have to consider at some point. Probably after the carpet's been totally cleaned and everything, and you can see back here, just barely, that little vent. It is uncovered, it just the angle makes it look not uncovered. That's one of the reasons that I made the little path that goes back there, which I know I call it a path. It's a path that involves me throwing all these boxes out this door first, and then I can kind of get in there. But yeah, so that is the day. Hi bookcase. Hi windows. That's not on top of the computer, though, I promise. I know I said that was relatively clean. Those are actually boxes that I meant to take to recycling last time. And the recycling bins were full, and they were full, and I just never got around to it. They're actually all broken down and packed up and ready to go. But they're on a shelf, they're not on the computer. Those boxes are going to be a bigger problem. But, at any rate, I've made progress. I can fully rotate around, keeping my feet on the floor at all times. It's success. This is not success, but this is success down here. This part, right here is success. Dirty success, but it's success. Alright. That's gonna be it for this, so wish me luck going forward. Lot of luck.